Cheers. Welcome back to the West Highland Way. Guess what? It's 9:12. We're just getting going this morning. I have to back up the hike a little bit here and tell you how our day ended yesterday. So we arrived, first of all, we didn't talk a lot about this, or maybe Jason mentioned it and I don't know, but our hotel accommodations last night were in a city that was 6 miles away from Kinlochleven, which is where we ended yesterday afternoon, where our hike ended yesterday afternoon. And we knew this the day before we arrived here, and we just decided, we got some telephone numbers for some cabs, for some taxi companies. When we left King's House Hotel yesterday in the morning, the gal at the front desk said, advised us that there was a bus here in Kinlochleven that would take us to Glencoe, where our hotel was for last night. So we decided that we would figure it out when we got into Kinlochleven yesterday afternoon. No kidding. We came down off the big hill, down the long descent, and there was a bus station right there. And there was an old woman waiting for the bus. And I went to go look at the bus schedule to see if this was the actual bus, because the gal at King's House Hotel told us we needed to take the number 44 bus from Kinlochleven to Glencoe. And the nice morning. The nice lady that was waiting for the bus said, "Yes, this is the bus. It will take you to Glencoe. It'll be here any minute." It was scheduled to arrive at 1:30 and it showed up a few minutes beforehand, and we paid for our fare when we got on the bus. And then I was looking at the bus schedule. I'm telling you, everything worked out perfectly. Because at first I was like, I don't know, Jason, maybe we should wait for the next bus. Okay, well, come to find out, the next bus wasn't coming for 2 hours. So praise the Lord, we got on that bus. It was a 15-minute bus ride down to Glencoe, and our hotel was right across the street from the bus stop where we got dropped off at. Had a lovely stay at the Glencoe Inn. And while we were checking in, the nice young man that worked at the reception at the hotel asked us what time we wanted to have breakfast this morning. And breakfast didn't start until 7:45, yep. 7:30, 7:45. And from the bus schedule that I was looking at, I was assuming that the first bus today was coming at 7:05 a.m. to come back to Kinlochleven. And so I told him, Scott was his name, I said, we are trying to decide if we should skip breakfast and take the first bus. We have to go back to Kinlochleven to finish our hike. And so skip breakfast, take the 7:05 bus, or take breakfast at the hotel and wait for the 9:05 bus.
Because we are on a time frame.
Because we are on a time frame today. Because we have train tickets for 5:37 from Fort William back to Glasgow. And Scott advised me at that point in time that the bus schedule for Sundays differs from Monday through Friday and Saturday. The first bus this morning from Glencoe back to Kinlochleven was at 10:05. So we asked about getting a cab, and he said, yes, you can get a cab, but it's probably going to be expensive because you have to, they start the, from what I understand, the cab comes from Fort William, which is where we end today. And you have to pay, like they start the meter in Fort William. And so we just decided to take breakfast at 8 o'clock. We would wait for the 10:05 bus and just hope and pray that we would make it to Fort William in time. So while we were at breakfast, the restaurant manager, which we had met yesterday, the restaurant manager at the hotel, I didn't even get his name. A lovely man. He was asking us what our plans were for today, and we told him that we were headed back to Kinlochleven to finish our hike. And he said, well, what time are you leaving? We said we have to wait for the bus at 10:05, and he said, I'll give you a lift. And Jason immediately said, I'm not going to tell you no. And good morning.
Good morning.
And he said, no, I'll give you a lift. It's no problem at all. What time do you want to be ready? Or what time can you be ready? It was 8:31 when I looked at my watch, and I said, we'll be ready at 9 o'clock. We were out the door at 8:55. We still had to shower, pack our bags, but we did it. And he got us back down here to Kinlochleven by 9:10. So that brought us an extra hour plus of time to get ourselves back to Fort William. God is so good. I'm telling you. Just everything has, even though we've had little hiccups and speed bumps along the way, everything has worked out so perfectly. Would you agree, Rack?
I would agree, 100%.
So even though the place that we stayed last night, the Glencoe Inn, is, not along the West Highland Way, I would absolutely 100% recommend it. And now I have to go because this climb is getting serious. Cheers. It was nice knowing you.
It's been a good run. That's where we started this morning. By this morning, I mean 35 minutes ago. So there was a branch off the trail we're on. Side quest. Goes all the way down there and zigzags all the way up there. I'd be willing to bet it continues over to there. this thing's going crazy.
Why?
I have no idea. Yeah, I think it's tired. Well, Lady Rec doesn't want to know how far we've gone for our progress.
I just looked.
It's gone 6.5 miles in 2 hours and 16 minutes. We're moving the fastest that we've probably moved the entire West Highland Way. And yeah, I think we're motivated by, she said our train leaves at about 5:30. Well, we don't want to get to town at 5:20 and just get on the train. We're hoping to have an hour to kind of kick around town, maybe get a snack. Definitely need some food. We have been in a wind tunnel all day. Just amazing how windy it is out here and cold.
Guess what? It's not raining.
It's not raining. I had my sunglasses on earlier. Oh, look at this water crossing. Yeah, we've done a lot of water crossings today. Again, another day where there will be, you all right? Another day where there will be nowhere to stop. We have some conflicting information. The app that we've been using, the text of the app says that we're gonna go about 14 miles today. The map says we're gonna go about 16, so we're just kind of worst case scenario thinking we're going 16 miles, and we got about 9.5 to go. So we're going to be a little more diligent about our snacks, fueling ourselves, and we'll check in a little while. Cheers. Hi.
Hi, friends. Again. What a day. I couldn't even tell you how many miles we walked. 11?
11.05.
We have 4 miles left, 4.5 miles left. I am so exhausted. It's hard for me to get words out. The walk today has been very hilly. Lots of climbing today. Challenging. Today is the first day that I have been thirsty while we've been walking. Cheers. Here's something that is so funny. We've passed quite a few hikers because not that this is any kind of a competition for us. Obviously it's not. We've passed some people who've been visibly aggravated that we're passing them, which kind of cracks me up. And also, there was a woman that it's two women that are hiking together. I think they're from Florida. One of them's from Florida. Doesn't matter. They're traveling together, hiking together, sort of. We saw them on day one when we did our side quest to the distillery, which, by the way, we haven't yet tried. Our Scottish whiskey. Oh my gosh.
That's gotta be it, right?
Is that Fort William?
Gotta be. You know what? I bet you that's Ben Nevis.
Look it. I don't know if you can see it. Way down there. That's where we're headed. This must be where the never-ending descending begins.
Yeah. So turn and show them. You see that trail going up the mountain?
I see that trail.
I think that's Ben Nevis, and it goes to the right, which is the highest peak in the UK. Wow! Look at that.
I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to come back to finish my story about the two gals that are sort of hiking together and let Jason show you this. Ben Nevis. I'm kind of disappointed we're missing out on it, but at the same time, looking at the climb, maybe another time.
So that appears to be Ben Nevis. You can see the trail there. And it goes, I'm guessing it wraps up around and it comes all the way up there. Highest peak in the UK. They say it takes about 7 to 8 hours. I don't know if that's round trip or just to get to the top, but we're gonna have to come back and do it because that looks incredible. I think this is our last little bit of nature walking on the West Highland Way.